Okay, but first, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Um, Not many people are interested in these kind of topics nowadays.
Hi, you guys listen to me?
God is a super.
You're audible, yeah.
Hi, is anyone
Oh,
listening to me?
you're audible. I think you don't hear us.
Yeah, yes, I do. I do. Now I'm listening.
Okay.
Great, great. Well, it's my first time here. I'm just trying out this platform. I'm really
Oh, how did you
amazed
find
by
it?
that. It's really good.
How did you find it?
Well, it was referred to me by someone, by a friend, and I was
Okay.
like, just let me test it. It's
Well,
really good.
what?
So there's just for me to know that there's a topic, and then
Good, good, very good. And which language you're practicing?
well, English.
You're practicing English.
Uh,
Okay. Uh,
yeah, it's like study other languages as well, but English is. I
mm,
mean, I'm an English teacher. I would say work with teaching English.
oh, okay. Now that makes more sense because your English sounds flawless. So, anyway,
Great.
so yeah, this is the topic. Mm,
Hmm.
and what's
That's
your
great.
take?
So do you believe in God? If yes, which God? Do you think the God is real? If yes, why? Okay. Hmm. Great topic. I would say I don't know. I would ask it like you guys a question as well because I just arrived here, so I don't know if you're already talking about it.
Oh, like people just came.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just starting.
Mm. Yeah. Well, I can do that and make a jump start. I used to believe in it, in the sense of uh, like having personal experiences, like due to family um, influence, not just family but friends, and you know, it's something that we are born with this sense of needing having something to grab on when things get harder or when like we simply exist, and then we usually we have this need of believing in something so that life makes sense. So that came with me as well because I'm a human, and but as time went on, I don't know, I start questioning myself about certain things, start reading more books and got more influenced on things, and now I'm kind of a I don't say I'm an atheist, but I guess I'm kind of a agnostic, maybe.
Okay. Like now I'm more confused than an agnostic. So
Mm.
you believe a God exists?
No,
Okay, that makes
but
you an
I'm not.
agnostic atheist.
But I can't say that it doesn't. I just don't
Ah,
believe.
I got that part because I'm like you. I don't claim
Oh,
that there's no any God, but
hmm,
I don't have a belief that a God exists. Okay,
yeah, that is something, right? Yeah,
it
there's
is.
because
Yeah.
like sometimes we can't explain things, and um, there's the god of the gaps that they say. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So technically, the main topic on YouTube right now is, as I mentioned here, does defining God prove his existence? So I want to start with the analogy that I always use, which is the thumbnail of this video. We can define Superman, right? I mean, the one on and the movies. And the question is, just because we define it, does it make it real? And the answer is no, right? And that's why I always tell people, hey, okay, you believe a God exists, no problem. And you somehow define your God in a way. And you also know that some other people define it in a different way. Still, this is okay. But do you think that Just because you have a definition of a word, God, does it make it real? And if that's the case, other people have different definitions of God. If that rule is true, which is defining something makes it true, then that means all those gods must be true. That's the main topic. This will be the main
Hmm.
emphasis, at least in the stream.
Yeah, completely agree. Like defining doesn't mean existence. And the only problem is that I think not the only problem, but not like one of those problems that we usually have is that when we are discussing something that is subjective and it claims for each personal experience. It's like having the personal experience that is what make people truly believe in something. No, no, no. It's real because I felt it. But that again is too subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's the second big problem in the discussions that we're having because it feels very real to them, and I understand that. I even accept that their experience, they had an experience. I totally believe in that.
Hmm.
But the big problem is how how can you know that it was the God? Yeah, you feel and you felt something. I understand that. I even believe that. I don't think you're lying. But how do you know that it was God? How do you know that it was something else? And like apart from
Sure.
your body, apart from your brain, because we
Hmm.
have dreams, they feel so real to us. Very real. Well, imagine you're flying. Like you had such a dream, right? Like since our topic is Superman. So I'm sure you had such a dream where you were flying.
This is one of my recurrent dream.
Yeah.
Man, I
Oh,
do this like every not every night, but like really, really often.
really? Okay, that's
Sure,
funny.
yeah, but not flying like Superman. I
Uh-huh.
have to kind of a run to get some impulse, and then I just start floating around. And sometimes I fall on the ground, and I run again, get some impulse, and then
Fuck.
go. But that's really, really recurrent.
Okay, that should be even investigated because I remember my dreams where I was flying. I was doing the exactly same thing, like running. Then like maybe we learn, like, or maybe like the influence of the planes that we see because they also run first and they fly. Maybe like subconsciously we just save it in our minds, and then maybe this is how we see it. But, and anyway,
Hmm.
that's a side one.
Man, just a question: where are you from?
Oh, I'm from heaven.
What does that mean?
It means I'm from heaven.
It's like it's the name of a city.
Oh, no, it's the name of the place.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right, okay, you're from heaven.
yeah. So the point was, I just forgot the point. Superman, the experience. Yeah, like we were talking about how intense is the experience. Like that's why I said I'm sure you had such an experience in your dream, and it feels so real, right? Oh, we have lost him. Who was talking? I even didn't check the name. It was Luciano. Probably it was him. Okay. Okay. There's only one Superman, and his name is Jesus Christ. It's just a claim. You didn't prove it. Oh, Postari. And Faisal. Hello there.
Oh, hey, there you go. Hey,
Oh,
what
Paul.
happened to the last guy? Where'd he go?
It's you, Paul. Uh, I couldn't understand. Yeah, the last guy, I'm not sure. Like, maybe he got offended just because I didn't share my country, or maybe he
Or maybe
just.
because you were saying you said you lived in heaven or something. Maybe you got offended by that. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I assume. Like, people mostly do that, and anyway, I don't know. Like, I like they got more offended when I said, "Hey, I don't want to share it." Mm, maybe I can find a better way. But anyway, what can I say? I mean, if they can be offended that much easily, then maybe sometimes it saves a lot of time when they leave quickly. So, yeah. Our topic again, does defining God prove his existence? That's my famous Superman analogy, which I always state that just because we have a definition, that doesn't mean it's real. Might be real because we define also real things, but not always. Like we have concepts, right? We have fictional characters. We do that, and we can define those things or describe whatever. And it doesn't make it real. That's very simple. And believers tend to say, "Hey, my God cannot be that, cannot be this." How do you know it? Oh, because that's what God means. But how do you know that there is such a thing? Because just because you have a definition or a meaning of a word, that doesn't mean it's real, right? Like you can check the word unicorn in a dictionary, but that doesn't mean unicorns are real. And many believers that I engaged, they always miss such a simple point. And I'm waiting for the challenges, especially YouTube. Yeah, there is a link if you guys want to join. Joshua, welcome. So, seemingly it's a busy day, man. You're still outside.
Yeah, I'm having lunch right now.
Okay. So,
It's easier to listen to this on on this app than on YouTube, because on YouTube you can't like close your phone, because when you close your phone it stops playing the audio. It's really annoying.
sorry, like, I couldn't catch what you said.
Well, with this app, like I can walk around no problem, like listening to you.
Uh-huh.
But if I did that with YouTube, which I've done in the past, the problem is a lot of times, well, you can't close like your phone, when you close the screen. You can't close the screen. If you do, the audio will stop playing.
Got it. You should pay for it, man.
No, I'm not going to pay for that.
Okay. Okay. If you have YouTube Premium, yeah, that's what I said. But as you will hear or you heard, he doesn't want to pay for that. And what we can say, no problem. Um, so what are the sideways for that? Let me think. No, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, maybe there are some ways, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Fluffy. Hey, Fluffy. Hey, Faisal. Well, why are you behave like a zombie, man? Or at least you can say hi.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, like Fluffy. Oh, he disconnected, you see? Welcome, Fluffy. Thanks for saying hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi again.
Yeah. Again.
So you see our titles
Titles.
for the group, for the topic. Oh, it says topic. Let me correct this. Mistake. Yeah, you can read it. It says topic, topic. I even emphasized that topic, topic.
What kind of topic you want from
Yeah,
me?
the topic is about God's existence. And right now, I want to emphasize, at least in the stream, that defining something doesn't make it real. If that was the case, Superman would be real because we can define the Superman, but we know that it's not real. So it goes for everything. Just because you define it, that doesn't mean it's real. Yeah, there are real things that we define, but not all of them are real, including God.
So,
Yeah,
what you have been trying to say?
I believe it was clear. Like, which part you didn't get? Maybe I can explain more.
Okay.
The whole concept. Do you believe in God, first of all?
Nobody does.
Nobody does?
Nobody believes in God.
Really?
Yes, they all lie.
They all lie?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Islam is the way. Okay, they did it. Let's read what he's saying. Let's preach Islam here. Islam is a true path because it offers clear guidance from God for all humanity. Okay, just because something offers a guidance, even if it's clear, doesn't mean it's the true one, doesn't mean it's from a God. Okay? Two mistakes here. One God. Islam teaches pure monotheism, worshiping Allah alone without partners. Okay, that's another problem because, like, God, if it, like, think about the basic definition of God, which is the creator of the universe, that doesn't mean there must be only one. Okay? The Quran. The Quran, Muslims believe it God's final and preserved revelation. It's not preserved. We find different kind of versions. But yeah, where we see the differences, you can't claim that it's unchanged. We see the changes. Final prophet, blah 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 blah. Oh, there are more. Message earlier prophets like was okay. Because you continue a message, that doesn't mean it's real. Okay, Lord of the Rings 2 completes the first one, and 3 completes the previous ones. That doesn't make it real. Guidance for life. We just said that just because there's a guidance, that doesn't mean it's true or it's the right path. Oh, welcome, Scam Chan. You're on time right now. Uh, Authenticity and preservation. I already said that it's not preserved. Just because someone memorizes it, that doesn't mean it's from God again. Even if let's bite the bullet, even if it's unchanged, let's suppose this claim is true. Still, it doesn't make it from God. Period. Okay. Come with more excuses for God. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Okay. OP. I think I'm gonna recreate the room. So you know how to join. If not, I'm gonna send the link. Don't worry.
Okay, great.
God versus Superman is the title here on Free for Talk. And as I repeated earlier, the main subject is the definition problem of something, especially God. You know, my topic is God. People define something, it doesn't make it real. That's a very simple lesson. And the problem is, with believers, they tend to think that It is what it is because that's how I define it. If I say who created God, they will say, no, you cannot say that. Why? Because that's not a God. Okay. Then what if there is no such a thing? Yeah, maybe, yeah, the one that you defined doesn't have a creator or it cannot have a creator because this is how you define. Okay. You're talking about something which doesn't have a creator. But why we should think that this is true? What if there's no such a thing? So that's why we have the definition problem. And we are gonna mention about it till people and I get bored or tired. So, flashed out an explanatory, then gods like Yahweh. Okay, we can highlight this one. Fenton, Molly. So is this related to Graham Opie? OP. Edgar. Name. Name.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm fine, thanks. What's your name? Philo?
Phil.
Nice to meet you.
Well, you should decide after you leave or before you leave. But anyway. Oops.
Sorry.
Nothing. Let me fix this part also. Why the hell I didn't fix it earlier? Okay. There's one more thing that annoys me and I want to fix it here. So I see people. Hey people. Our topic is mostly about God. You should know that. And you should also know that this is live on YouTube. If you don't want to be seen, you're not audible, man. I mean, I heard a noise and I believe you're trying to talk, but your audio is really bad. Who's trying to talk? Even I couldn't understand that. It is 88 Edger. Oh, OP, you were trying to talk? Anyway, let's share the link again on YouTube. Oh, it's already
Hello.
there. Hello. 88. Hello.
Hello, Sabah.
Okay. 88.
What is YouTube? This room is live on YouTube now. What's that?
I don't understand. Yeah, this is live on YouTube.
Okay, please do not practice. Topic: do you believe in God? If yes, which
Please,
God? Oh,
please read it. You know, I mean, all people can read it. Okay, you don't have to read it for other people. I know that was written there because I wrote it. It's enough if you just read it by yourself. So, Cadbury. Naima. OP. Yeah.
Where are you from, Phil?
I'm from heaven.
Where?
Heaven. You want me to type it?
No, I don't know. Where is this place?
You don't have to know. I don't want that place to be crowded.
I don't understand.
That's really bad. That's why you should be careful when you enter a room. Okay, there are levels for the rooms. Just be careful about them. Okay. So it is. It is what it is. I don't know what is that, but anyway. So, hey Scam, where is your bestie, Crisp? He was like he or she was here in the previous live today. Probably you had seen. Okay. XYZ. Vilky. Hey Vilky. Abdu. Hey Abdu. I hope you guys can read the welcome message so that you can have an opinion about the room, what's going on. Getting softened. Oh, why do you think so? Hey Melina.
Hi.
Hi. Did you see the title of this room?
Yeah.
Good. What about welcome message?
Wait a little bit.
Okay, the most important part is this room is live on YouTube now. Rest of it, I can help.
That's nice.
Okay. I like to talk. Like mostly people are okay with it.
So you can share the channel link. It would be far better, I guess.
Yeah, I can do that also.
So what's your observation? You can say like why you believe in God and yeah.
Oh, I don't believe in God, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
But still, this is my favorite topic. And today's topic is mostly about something very specific in, such kind of discussions where people believe that just because they can define something, they think that it's real. That's why I always tell them, hey, stop. We can even define Superman, but, it doesn't make it real. So why should I think that just because you say, my God is uncreated being who is so super powerful, why should I think that this definition is true? I mean, there is such a thing. Because as we can easily understand, just because you define something, that doesn't make it real. So when you say God is someone uncreated with all power who can create anything, that doesn't mean there is such a thing. So maybe you can be partially right. Maybe there is a creator. So it's all about the existence of universe, right? Mostly the big religions think that there is a creator of this universe. But some believers, mostly like believers from Abrahamic religions, they don't say only creator because this is not enough for them. This creator is special. It's uncreated. It doesn't have cause. It's all powerful, all knowing, and all other things. If something is missing
Mm-hmm.
there, it's not a god for them. They immediately, you know, like lose their interest or enthusiasm. Like they lose it, right? Like it's not something important anymore. And I'm always surprised about that. I say, hey, wait a second, man. What if there's a creature who barely created
Okay, so
the
okay,
universe?
okay. Philosopher, I'd like to know from you.
Oh my god.
You
When
already
I
said
like
that
open the mic, I
you are
can't
not
hear
believing in
anything.
God.
I'm just
But
trying to
my
refresh.
question is, do you hear me, philosopher?
Oh, wait a second. Like we should solve this problem. The guy just started speaking. Probably he doesn't hear anything right now. Let me solve the problem.
So, I'm actually thinking whether like
Sorry, I don't care what you're thinking right now because we are in the middle of a conversation. And tell me, like, type me, like, do you hear me and the other person? If no, that means there's a problem. If you cannot say even no, that means that's a bigger problem because that means you don't hear both of us. Okay, seemingly he doesn't hear both of us. But anyway, like you have the mic, you can continue, Melina.
Thank you. Giving me this floor again. Philosopher, my question to you, you have earlier mentioned that you don't believe in God. It's your choice. I respect you. But my question is like that. Um, if you are not believing in God, so you never ever think like that. Who actually control all the things? Like, if I talk about like our current situation, our economical, economical status or economy or anything actually controlled by the superior country, right? You would like to agree with me?
If I can understand you, maybe I can, maybe not. Can you
Okay,
please
okay, okay.
say it
Again,
again?
I say that, like, what actually happens in all over the world, whatever it is, like economical issue or political issues or um, like devastating issues, everything. Huh? So at the time, our five superior country interrelate with it. Do you believe it? Believe it or not?
I'm sorry, like I really don't understand what you're saying. Like, where is God in this question?
You just give me the answer. Firstly, then I
I
again
still don't
ask my.
understand the question. I feel very dumb.
Oh, so maybe I'm not good in asking the question.
Or maybe I'm dumb, okay?
No, you are not enough. Maybe I am not explained. Okay,
Okay,
again
well,
I say,
we can both try, okay? Like, first, you try to be more simple, okay? And I will
okay,
try to focus more.
okay, okay. I don't give the answer. Don't ask like the question in all over the world. I just ask your family. Like, do you have
Yeah, I have.
father or mother? Okay,
Yeah.
so your father earn and earn money for not only himself but also you and your siblings or your mothers, right?
No, that's not the
So
case.
why he actually earn money?
Like to survive and for other needs.
Yeah. So
So,
he actually controls your family.
no, he doesn't.
So who controls your family? Like
Like,
why
doesn't matter.
okay, mhm.
Okay, but what's your point? Like, someone controls the family, okay?
Yes, exactly. So my question is like that. I already told you that respect you, uh, so and also respect your philosophy. So my question is that never ever you think like that. who actually control the earth,
Oh,
how we
okay.
born. Yeah.
I got it. I got it. Now I got it. Okay. So first
Thank
of
you.
all, that question is a false question because you're
Mhm.
assuming that everything has a controller. So, for example, your TV has a controller, right?
Yeah. So we
Or,
control our
or
TV through the
okay,
remote.
let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, that will be a long
Mhm.
one. Just be patient. So, but not every device in your house has a controller. Your phone doesn't have
Mhm.
a controller. Your phone can be a
Mhm.
controller, but it doesn't have a controller. Your laptop doesn't have a controller. Your AC has a controller.
Mhm.
And some other devices have controllers, some not. Okay. So when you look at outside, do you see any controller of a forest? No. Mountains? No. Oceans? No. Weather? No. So how can you say that everything has a control? You even if this is true, that means whoever the creator of the universe is, or who they are, then there must be controllers of those creators also, because you said that everything needs a controller. A family cannot work without a controller. Other things cannot work without a controller, which is false, by the way. But let's assume this is true, okay? Then who controls the creators of the universe? And who controls the controllers of the creators of the universe? So we have huge problems here. So if you assume everything has a controller, how can you get rid of those problems? Because you have to, every time you say, oh, wait, there's a controller of that thing, then like we can say, oh, there's another controller for the controller. He would like to say, well, let's try again. Let's try again. Um, I don't know. Like we should try to understand whether we can appreciate or not.
I guess here we are almost five. Yeah, 5 members.
Mhm.
So yeah, we need to hear from others.
Oh, sorry. Wait a second.
Let,
Yeah, now he has a mic.
sorry.
It's okay.
Actually, everyone's opinion is different, and we should respect everyone's philosophy. So I just would like to know more from others, what actually they
Good.
think about it.
Good. So no,
I think you've got a cold, right? Take care of your cold. So, philosopher, is it okay if I call you?
Phil.
Sorry, is it philosopher?
Phil Sober.
Philosopher.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
easier to say Phil, I think.
Okay, Phil. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've actually have a good point to make. So I've been really thinking about this for a couple of days, and which is like, have you ever held a baby,
Yeah.
like really newborn or something?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever did? Do you
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
holding
Sure.
him or her? Yeah. So can you like guess or like see how like fragile they are?
Sure. I
Like
can see.
so prone to like getting hurt or let's say die.
Yeah.
They're like
Babies
so
are
small, right?
vulnerable. Yeah.
Very vulnerable. And I reckon everybody would like to say that they can never like survive on their own, can they?
They cannot. Yeah.
Like I hold my like niece like 2 to 3 days ago, like so small and like so you know
Oh.
helpless, right? Simply
Yeah.
helpless.
Your audio is
And
gone right now. I mean, I barely hear you.
should I speak?
Oh,
Like should
now
I
it's
speak a
better.
little bit louder?
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
are you using a earphone microphone?
No, actually, I'm using my phone's microphone, and
Okay.
I think,
Maybe.
and I'm like deliberately using a little bit softer tone, so
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
don't wake
Maybe
people up.
sometimes
Yeah,
you block the microphone with your hand. Maybe. Okay. Just in case
yeah,
you do
that
that.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So babies are vulnerable.
they're like
Let's make
very
it
fragile, right? Yeah.
okay.
And do you believe that you were once something similar?
Man, like, please make the point because I started becoming bored a little bit. Yes, we are
Yeah,
fragile when we're born. Like, that's the whole statement, okay? What's your
yeah.
argument?
Mhm.
Please make it.
Of course. So, before argument, I have to like make some base, right?
Yeah, but that
So
base was
that's what
already
I'm doing.
clear. Yeah, babies are vulnerable.
Yeah,
No, any discussion on that, okay? We don't need
yeah.
to debate about that. We all
So,
agree.
do you also believe that we are like made by things or beings like us, right? We're not from a dog, let's say. We're from
Yeah, humans
babies, right?
come from humans. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, my point is, do you think a newborn, like, just like came out of the fetus,
Ah,
right, can, like, survive on their own?
man, like
Of
I,
course
I
not.
just mentioned that it's becoming boring. You just repeat the same things,
Yeah.
okay? Please make the point.
So, yeah. My point is, let's say in Islam, right, the religion I follow, we
Mhm.
believe one creator, right? And in Quran, like it's like basically a written book that in Islam they say the God wrote it, right?
They
It
don't say
says that,
directly, but anyway,
mhm, yeah, it said that there was like one Adam and Eve, right? To one men and women.
okay.
And if that not the case, that it doesn't make any sense, because a baby would literally die, and we wouldn't be like you can make 1,000 children, right, from your sperm.
And
Do you
so,
get my, yeah? Are you getting where I'm like coming
yeah,
from?
yeah, okay. So,
Yeah. So give me a scenario where it's not true that first a man and woman came, okay,
okay,
and it did not happen, and we are here talking to each other. Like, yeah.
okay.
So that's my
So,
point. Can you
what do you
like
think? What do you think? Like,
give me? Yeah.
there was a man and woman, and no other
Yeah. If
animals at
that's
that
not
time.
the case, sorry.
Hi, XYZ. Like, I listened your repetitions for a long time. Okay, so will you be patient with me?
Sure.
Okay, because I think right now I deserve that because you repeated yourself a lot.
Hmm.
So, according to your belief, when there was Adam and Eve, there were other
Yeah.
animals.
Are we on animals?
No, I'd like listen carefully. When
Yeah.
Adam and
So
Eve
you're going
was,
in the Darwins, right? Yeah.
I'm not going.
Okay.
I told you be patient.
Sure.
Do you believe
I'm all
that
ears. Yeah.
there were other
And I'm not.
animals?
I don't believe anything. Like I just want you to give me a scenario where we
Oh
are
my
like
fucking
living.
god.
Yeah.
Okay. If you say I don't care about you, I don't give a fuck about you, I'll just say the same thing to you, okay? I listen everything what you said. You could be patient after I warned you 2 times. Anyway, so here when it comes to Adam and Eve, okay? Let's assume that Adam and Eve magically appears on this planet. How? We don't know. Why? We don't know. What does that mean? That means that God exists and God created Adam and Eve? No, it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean, okay? It means only you don't know how they existed, okay? Even if that's true. What if someone says that, you know what? Like there are aliens on other planets. They came on Earth. They just created Adam and Eve. And many aliens together they did it. They have some technology. It's advanced, but one alien cannot create one human because human body is very complex. And imagine like you create a car in a factory. Many people do that together, right? So imagine they created humans, Adam and Eve, like that. If that's true, then your religion is false, because your religion claims that the creator of the universe, God, created Adam and Eve, not even on this planet, in heaven. Then your God punished, Adam and Eve because of something, and he sent them to this planet, which is a different story. So even if there was an Adam and Eve at the beginning, it doesn't prove your God, it doesn't prove your religion, okay? Now you can have the mic.
So let's say we don't know anything about punishment. I didn't like mention those, did I? I just like ask a simple logical question, dude.
Yeah,
I
and I
believe in
answered that.
logic.
I answered that, man.
Yeah.
Even if there
So
was
can you
Adam and
like
Eve,
rephrase your answer in one sentence? What did
yeah,
you say?
having an Adam and Eve in the first place doesn't prove a God exists. And I gave you an example.
No, I'm just saying like having like not Adam and Eve. I'm just saying an XX and an XY, like a male and female.
Hmm.
That is the stem of humans,
So what?
reproduction, right?
Yeah, so
So what?
what? So
I'm
what? Yeah.
saying, can you when you were like toddler, right?
Well, no,
Could you like survive?
like we were not toddlers when we first created. Adam and Eve, they were
Mhm.
not toddlers, okay?
Of
Do you
course.
see any
So do you
pictures
believe
of
that?
Adam and Eve as a baby? No, right?
Do you see them as a adults?
They
All right.
have been created as adults by aliens coming
What,
from
what do you believe?
another planet.
What do you believe?
I'm telling
So
you my
you
belief.
don't believe in God, but you do believe in aliens,
Yeah, I
right?
believe in aliens who came here and created Adam and Eve. So you see, that makes your religion false, because your religion doesn't say that. It says something else.
My religion literally says one man and woman came, and
Okay,
you brought up aliens. How?
so what? It's because
So
your
what,
people
dude?
didn't know your people didn't know the exact story. They missed a lot of
Like
things, and they
at
kept
least this
they
like
come
said
out with
that
this
one
story.
man and one woman, right?
So what?
Does it make sense?
Oh, you don't think
Yeah,
that
great job.
there was a male
I'm
and
just like
female at the
asking
beginning?
you a simple question, dude. Like
The
it's like
the
from my own. It's like from a human to a human, right?
Yeah, human to human. So what?
Yeah. So I'm just asking that do you believe that there was one man and woman came first,
Yeah,
not a child, not a
yeah,
toddler, not a
not a toddler. Yeah,
fetus?
I just said
Yeah.
it clearly. Like,
Do you
why the
believe that,
hell?
right? It has
I
to
will
be it,
fucking
right?
mute you again, because there's a problem here. You never listen to any fucking thing that I say. I said yes to that question. When I say yes, you don't even listen. Okay, why you are wasting my time? First, you wasted my time while just making your case. You just repeated yourself again and again, again and again. I even warned you, hey, don't repeat yourself, and you keep repeating yourself. Okay. So yes, I don't believe that Adam and Eve, they were babies at the beginning. Okay. Um, so that's how you can like get rid of believers without talking about evolution. Okay. In case it can be helpful if you debate with other people, other believers, because as the red herring of the discussions, that's why I don't like to talk about evolution. And like accepting that there was first man, first woman on the planet doesn't prove they're God. That's why don't be afraid of accepting their statement that there was a man and woman at the beginning and they were not babies. Okay. It doesn't hurt. It saves a lot of time. Anyway, it's really not hard to wait and listen. If you listen carefully, you may catch an error you would have missed. I don't know it was for me or for the other guy, but I listened his mistakes even carefully. That's how I was warning him not to repeat again and again himself. He was repeating a lot. doesn't justify his position. Okay, thank you, Fenton. Form of humans doesn't justify his position. Yeah, like as I said, like even if we accept that there was full form man or woman at the beginning, that doesn't prove any God. Still, it's the question: how do they exist? We don't know. You don't know, and that's the thing. And when you don't know, that doesn't mean someone did it. That's the thing. That's the most important thing. We don't know, therefore someone did it as fallacious. Okay, people, but yeah, the main topic is the definition of the God. Defining God or defining something else like Superman, does it make it real? That's the question. The answer is depends. And mostly no when it comes to defining gods. And technically, it's always no. Just because you define it doesn't make it real. If it's real, it's real. And then you define it. The ability to define something that doesn't justify whether it's real or not. Okay, Crisp. Okay, Scamp Chat, your buddy, bestie came. Okay, I hope you can enjoy. But as I always say, Crisp, when I talk to Christians, when I talk to Muslims, when I talk to like Hindu people, sometimes we need, but mostly I talk to Muslims and Christians, okay? And when we talk together, no need to define God, okay? Because I know when Christians talking about God, what do they mean? I know what Muslims mean when they say Allah, okay? Then why we should try to define something that already has definitions or properties that we already know from the scriptures, okay? We don't need to do that, man. And when I say we don't need to do that, I'm not saying like it's not important. It's sure very important. We don't need to do that because it's not different than saying, hey, you know what? You have eyes, you have a mouth, you have a nose. Yeah, I know, but why we just underline that? Like, no need to do that. We both know that. Hey, Adam, you had the mic for a long time.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible. How are you?
Yeah. What did you say?
I said, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Living
You sound tired.
a little bit. It was very interesting to hear the discussion with that guy. And
Okay.
yeah,
Any
one thing.
critiques for
No,
both
not a great.
sides?
No, but it's more about the whole story about Adam and Eve and how they came to earth from heaven, then they have kids, and from Islamic point of view, every time Eve would have twins, and then they would marry every twins to each other, but they should not be from the same, from the same. They are different, and this is based on religion. It's incest,
Sure.
then yeah, but back then, because that was the only way for human to grow and to to be more,
Yeah.
that was the only way. Then it was okay, it was not forbidden. Later on, yeah, became forbidden
Yeah.
to,
But
so
well, let me like sure, like you want to say something else, but like what you said is really important, and I want to say something to believers. Okay, so that shows what Adam said shows that there's a huge problem in religions in that story because an all-powerful God could create more humans, not to cause incest at the beginning, and since people say, but back then it was okay because there were no more people. That's fine. Incest was okay, but later on, God said, "Hey, now it's time because now you see there are many people. Then it's not okay." So anyway, Adam, yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, this story, like, yeah, it made me think and question, and even there are a lot of stuff now it's forbidden in Islam, let's say, and it used to be not forbidden.
Used to be
And
not forbidden, like
yeah,
drinking
yeah. For
alcohol,
like, I can give you some examples. What did you say?
like drinking alcohol.
Yeah, drinking alcohol, one of them. Also, having sex with, like, marrying someone for a short time, and especially if you are traveling, and you have this need, then you can have a very short temporary marriage, and that was allowed. Then they said no, this is fornication. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that brings us to, I don't know what you call it in English. When God says something or allows something, then later on things another otherwise say no, this is not true. We need to change it to allow it or not allow it. Yeah, I know it in Arabic. It's called al-nasikh wal-mansukh, but in English, I'm gonna
I know that topic. Yeah.
yeah, which is very interesting. Like, because isn't he all knowing? Why didn't he know that this is not? Yeah,
Yeah, they changed things later on.
nasikh mansukh nation. So yeah. I'm checking the translation.
Okay. No, man, like I think, yeah. Well, when they neglect something, when they change something, okay, when they dismiss something, I think it's called, the first word you used. And when they add a new rule, when they change the previous one, I think that's called the other one. Anyway, like since
Yeah.
look, while you are searching, I'll recreate the room. Okay.
Okay, take it down.
Okay. OP, I'm gonna send the link. Don't worry.
Sure.
And we're not worried because VibCon is here. Jumping. Jumped. Du, du, du. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Ooh, I forgot to do that. Okay. Oh, let me fix that also. So, Chris, like, have you ever joining here, Tolkien? We have the free link here. What do you think, mate? Oh, I see that Taco went live. If you guys are a fan of Taco, and if you didn't see the notification, he's, I think, live right now. Yeah, for your information. So, I was gonna do something. Let me check it. Yeah. OP, you're breaking a lot. You are breaking a lot. You are breaking a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. You're breaking uppy. You're breaking uppy. You're breaking uppy. Uppy, uppy, uppy. You're breaking uppy, 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 uppy. Boom, 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 boom. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Except just the same. I'll try a few more times. Blah, 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 blah. Tackle is fun. I can't really get with that channel. We would never leave you for someone called. Okay. This is the first time someone gets 3 hearts in a row, okay? This is for you, webcam. Thank you. Um, um, dum, dum, bum, bum, bum. Ba, bum, ba. Ba, ba. And I think Scamchan agrees with you. Like, sorry for my fucking bad English. Okay. In case I might be wrong, 2 hearts for you. After your confirmation, I'm gonna send your last heart, Scamchan. So, okay, did you find it, Adam? It could be just some information for people.
Abrogating and abrogated.
Okay, in English.
Yeah, bro. It's in English. I didn't know.
And I know, sure, man, it's in English, but you know, in English.
Yeah, abrogating, and it refers. No, abrogated. It refers to something God said, and He asked people to do for a while. Then later on, He changed His mind,
Okay,
which
that's
is
what
by
I
the
said.
abrogating. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
abrogating. Yeah,
The other one.
yeah. Like one is abrogated and
Mhm.
abrogating with I. And yeah, and people argue like, why, if God, He knows everything.
Oh, like, do you want me to tell the funny story? I mean, one of the funniest, Adam,
Go
about
ahead.
this topic. You
Yeah.
know, uh, like it was Moses, right? Who was bargaining with God about the time of the prayers. So, like, I'm not sure. Probably it was Muhammad. Muhammad is told that the time of the prayers must be 50 times in a day. Okay.
No, yeah, God said 50, and
Yeah,
Muhammad.
and Muhammad started complaining, and Moses was there,
Yeah,
and
Moses said,
probably he said, "Oh, don't worry, man, I'm gonna handle that." And he went to God, and he said, I'm just making up these parts, okay? Sorry for that because I don't remember it clearly, but it's something like this, okay? So Moses says, "Hey, man, like, come on, like, poor Muhammad, it's too much for him and his companions. 50 times, like, what the heck? Like, it's just 24 hours in a day, and like, you want them to pray 50 times in a day?" And after bargaining and bargaining and bargaining, probably it happens many times according to Hadith. Then it decreases till 5. So God says, "Okay, then let it be 5." So that's a similar one to what we're talking about here. So, and your question is valid here. Like, God didn't know that it's too much for people. Then He said, "Oh, okay, yeah, like, I think, yeah, that makes sense. Let's make it 5." That doesn't make any sense. And how come a human being can change your mind?
Yeah, it's they don't look at it like as this, to be honest.
Yeah, they do. They look at it.
Okay, the story to start with, as I remember it, Muhammad went to God and he asked him, even to go to God. This is another story, a lot of
Mhm.
things about it, because it happened in the Isra wal Mi'raj. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, this is another thing,
the
but yeah,
night walk.
yeah. Yeah. So what he said, he went to God. God told him, "Okay, you have to pray. Everyone has to pray 50 times." And when he was going down, and he found Moses in the heaven, and Moses told him what happened, and he told him, he said to him, "50 is too much. Go and make them less." Then the story goes until he became like five. Moses said to Muhammad, "Go back, and even five is too much for your people." Muhammad says, "Ah, yeah, I feel shy to go and ask God more to make it less." And
Okay.
yeah, this is what happened.
Okay, so it's not the Moses who bargains; it's Muhammad himself.
No, but Moses was telling Muhammad, because
Yeah,
every time
sure. Okay, like
Muhammad
he
would
was
go
the
to God,
advisor,
yeah, he
advisor
would
of
go.
Muhammad. Okay.
Yeah, he would go to God. Then he'd go when he's going down. It's like, "Hey, what's up? What happened?" Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, but this, even if I forgot the word purgating, like some people they argue, as I mentioned, like why would God change his mind? If he knew about, if he already knows everything. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, it's yeah, very interesting topic.
It is indeed. But let's emphasize the main topic again for the audience. Does defining God prove his existence? And we can generalize this. Like, if it defines something, that means it's real. That's why I have the Superman thumbnail on YouTube, because we have a definition of a Superman, but we know that it's not real. What if God is something like that? So when you say my God is all powerful, all knowing, uncreated, that means there is such a thing?
Can I mm, can I say something? Or
Man, why you're
I
asking
hope I
permission
hope
for it?
no, because I'm gonna challenge the whole idea of the topic. So I don't
Ooh, I
want
like that.
I don't want to be pain in the ass. So,
Okay.
so let me know when I need to shut up. So how the question you said? Could you repeat it? Defining God can be what?
Does defining God prove his existence? Is the question.
Yeah, but what is? I mean, that means, as I understood, if I could define God, that means He is existed. Is this what applies on what you said, or?
That's the question itself. And it, like, kind of, this is like an argument, okay? So, what I mean,
Mhm.
like, just because you have a definition of something, that doesn't mean it's real. And the best example is the characters that we created, like Superman. We can define what is a Superman, who is a Superman, but that doesn't mean it's real. There is such a thing. And what if God is
So,
one of them?
so that means like you have this topic because someone said God is real because I can give it a definition.
Okay, well, mostly it comes like this, okay? So they say, come on, man, who created the universe? And I say, like, I think this is a false question because you're suggesting that someone must create the universe. And I don't know whether this is the um, case or not. Maybe universe doesn't have a creator. Still, that doesn't mean there is no cause for the universe. But maybe there's no cause universe for the universe. So, and and that's why the question who created the universe doesn't make any sense. It's a false question because you're assuming that it must be created by someone. And then followingly I said, okay, no problem. I can bite that. Okay. Then what about the creator of the universe? Like, who created the creator? They say, oh, no, it doesn't work like that. And I was like, come on, man. Like, when you ask who created the universe, that means someone created it. When I ask who created your God or the creator of the universe, you say no. It must also mean there must be a creator for the creator, but you're saying no, so that you're creating an exception here. And I don't understand. They say, okay, I will teach you. Okay, what you're going to teach me? God is someone who is uncreated. Oh, wow, surprise. I learned something very important. So that's the problem, okay? They say, just because I have this definition, that's why the creator of the universe cannot have a creator. Why? Because I said so, because I defined so. And that's a big mistake. And that's the main topic.
Okay, I understand you. Yeah.
Okay, Lucas, you can have the mic. Like, you had the question, Adam, before I let him to talk.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I might have something to add later. Yeah, but
Okay. You can add anytime you want. Anytime you want. Anytime you want.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, like I was not able to follow what you were typing in the chat box because I'm not a multitask person.
Me either.
Yep. So,
Yeah, I actually have no question. I'm just here to practice my English.
okay. To me, it sounds like a question. How can you be sober if you're in philosophy? I can explain that. I'm sober because I believe I think more clearly after I left the religion.
I
That's why I think I'm sober.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm kind of science than religion. Yeah, I believe more in science than in religion. So yeah, I feel like we have the same idea about um, defining the God and the creation of the living things. I mean,
Come again?
yeah, because I'm more into science than religion.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I can feel the idea of creation of the living
Mm.
things. So
I never like to make the debates here or discussions God versus science. I don't like to do that, but it's okay since it's something important for you and for other people. It's clay.
yeah.
Yeah, we need believers. Yeah. I'll send the link. Maybe someone join. And who's interested in having the discussion or a conversation. Let's see.
I'm a believer.
You're a believer?
Yeah.
Of what?
I believe in God,
Which God?
the only God,
But
the Islamic God.
like so you're another Muslim who's ashamed of saying the name of your God. Okay.
No, because maybe Allah would make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. So when I'm
Why?
speaking English,
Oh, but it's important to clarify, right? So, but anyway, like Allah, you believe in.
yes, I
Good,
believe.
good, good. Why do you
So,
believe Allah exists? What if there's no Allah?
yeah, but this question I could ask you again: where is there is Allah, and why
Again?
if you don't, I could ask you the same question,
Which is?
like why you don't believe in Allah,
Oh,
and why
I can answer easily. Don't worry.
Go ahead, answer.
My answer is I don't believe in Allah or Jesus or Krishna, Vishnu, Zeus, Thor, Odin, Ra, because I don't see good evidence, enough evidence for their existence or to believe that they exist.
So not enough evidence doesn't tell that they are not existed.
I agree, completely agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, but that doesn't mean that they also exist, right?
Yes.
You are not
Yeah.
welcome
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
my room, philosopher. I'm not in your room, Steve UK. What the fuck you're talking about? I'm in my own room. You remember that guy, right?
Mm,
Steve UK. You know him.
yeah.
In a way. So what, Adam? Yeah.
So you're not welcomed. Oh yeah. We agreed that not having not enough evidence for you
Huh?
doesn't require God existed nor not existed.
Yeah, in both sides, it doesn't work for both sides. It doesn't mean God.
So,
It doesn't mean God doesn't exist.
so,
Okay.
so how can we find a common ground? How can I convince you that God is existed?
Like so, since you believe in the Islamic God, which is Allah. Okay.
Yes.
Like you're lucky because I was a Muslim before, and I know who is Allah. Allah is an Almighty Creator who created everything, including humans, animals, everything in the universe itself. So, and I know that this God can intervene and can do miraculous things that no one can does. So, if God says be, it becomes, right?
Yeah.
So, what was the latest iPhone model? iPhone 17?
Yes.
Well, I want to be greedy this time, um, likewise the other times. So, if God says B, there can be an iPhone Pro Max on my table, right? Instantly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's pray to Allah. Hey, Allah, please just teleport, or you know how to do that, right? Just bring it on my table right now. If this
So,
happens right now, oh,
if this happens, what would you?
ah,
What would,
I would say Ashhadu an la.
Mhm.
Okay. So what does it mean? It means that's a big evidence for me.
Yeah. I don't understand, like, how would you ask this, and this is the only way for you to believe,
I already asked, and he
because
never sent. Either he wants me to burn in hell, or he doesn't hear, he cannot hear, or there's no such a thing.
no, there is such a thing, and the reason why is because I'm talking to you right now,
That doesn't
trying
mean
to,
God exists.
yeah, because God sent prophets to
That
us,
doesn't mean God. You didn't prove a God exists in the first place. You can't say God sent prophets if you didn't prove a God exists.
yeah. So, and I ask you, how can we prove? What evidence can be enough for you?
I told
Because
you.
because what you told me.
I told you an iPhone
Okay,
17 Pro Max.
come on, bro. 17 Pro Max in 5 years won't be good enough.
It's like
Uh,
the purpose is to believe in a God, right?
yeah, yeah. But I don't think this would work.
Why? Because your God cannot do that?
It's not because he cannot do that. It's because it's. I'm sorry, but it's stupid to ask him
Why?
to do that.
But why?
Because he created for you the sun, the moon, the earth, everything.
Okay.
So,
So what?
all of this did not convince you.
Like,
So
it's more stupid to claim that he wouldn't do that But instead, he created even bigger things, more important things, right? If he can create all those things for us, then that would be even less and less and less problematic to create such a thing like a phone or a watch.
No, it's not about this, brother. It's more about you're
Oh.
gonna ask for this, someone else will ask for another thing. It's gonna sound like to me sounds really ridiculous.
Oh, you just say it's ridiculous, but it's a good evidence for me. I don't care if you laugh at it or not. That's not my concern. Like you ask me what can convince you, this is my answer. Such a miracle is convincing for me. If you claim that a God can, there's a God who can do anything he wants, and how can I believe that there's such a thing? I would like to see someone who is able to do such kind of things. That's the best evidence for the claim. If your evidence is, you know what, there's a book. Oh, fuck, man. Like, humans can also write books. Oh, but there's a guidance. Yeah, people can guide other people too. But there are good things in a book. Yeah, people can write books with good things in it.
Yeah.
So I don't want that unnecessary things. Like I want, you know, the claims, okay? The big ones.
I don't know. I feel like you want a servant, not a god. Or yeah.
It sounds what?
To me, it sounds you want a servant. You don't want a
No.
god.
No, here's the thing. Okay, let's make it simple, okay? A pen, okay? A very cheap pen. Right now, on my keyboard. Like I have a keyboard here on my table. I want God to create a very cheap pen on my keyboard, okay? And then he can take it back. So he's not my servant, okay? I'm not gonna benefit from it.
Yeah. So
what about this?
What about? Let me ask you. What about the sun? Which one is bigger and harder to make, the sun or the pen?
Sure, the sun.
Okay, God made the sun for you. Here you
You
go.
don't know. No. You didn't prove a God exists. You didn't prove a God exists. You can't claim that God created the sun, God created you, God created the apple tree,
Yeah,
God
yeah.
created demons. You can't claim any of those things.
So why are you asking for a pen to come to your desk or an iPhone?
Because you asked me what could convince you. Did you forget your own question?
Oh shit! Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was the question.
So this is the only way.
I mean, like that's one of the best ways. That doesn't mean it's the only way.
Yeah. So the fine tuning argument, like
Fine
the
tuning.
whole
Yeah.
the whole world, how it goes and everything,
Mhm.
it made in very specific way.
Mhm.
Isn't this convincing to you
It's
that
not.
there should be some power behind this?
Oh no. Because if I keep thinking like every time I see something works, there must be someone behind that, then that can create an infinite loop because like the God that you believe in is also perfect, precise, works flawlessly, okay? Then I have to assume what you assume, which is someone must create it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then someone must create the creator of this universe because this universe is so finely tuned, okay? And your God also finely tuned, or it seems like finely tuned, because your God have precise properties, okay? But you'll say, no. Like, my God is not something like that. Why? Because the way that I define my God is uncreated. And that's our main topic. Just because you have that definition, that doesn't mean there is such a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop here.
Okay. Nice try, though.
I want iPhone 17 too.
Ah, okay.
Pro Max. You take the pen, I take the iPhone 17.
Fucking greedy.
You ask for a pin. It's cheap quality. What can I do for you?
Okay, okay.
I have a question.
Yeah, go, man.
Like, it can be for both of you. You can answer if you want to. Like, have you ever been in a situation like you're about to lose someone and you're like, looking for something like an answer or a miracle to happen, like the last moment of a person,
And
and uh, and that miracle happens.
hmm,
And do you believe in like praying to something, and that is the reason that makes the miracle happen, or
no,
is it the
yeah,
static of
we can easily debunk prayers. Okay. Do you have any like people around you that who doesn't have arm or leg or fingers? Do you know such people around you?
no, no, I'm just like asking how the people turn into believers, or like
Yeah, like you were talking about praying, and I'm talking about the exact same thing. Okay. So do
yeah,
you know people around you who doesn't have arm or leg or fingers?
yeah,
Okay. You can easily test whether prayer works or not. Pray for them. Let's assume that the one that you think doesn't have an arm, okay? Pray to your
yeah,
God, or like let them pray to their God to give an arm, like to grow it back, okay?
yeah.
If it works, then I will say, oh, okay, yeah, prayers sometimes work.
But it never, right?
Never, yeah. And
Yeah,
never, ever. So why we should think then prayer works? Like there's kind of a list where which prayers are accepted and which are not accepted. I don't
actually,
think this is the
I'm not sure.
case.
As I told you, I'm a science person. I know how does those kind of like this functionality or the
Hmm.
DNA works.
Yeah,
Um,
but if there's a God, then God could do better than our science, right?
yeah,
So right
but
now we don't have the technology to grow back a missing limb, right? Maybe in
yeah,
the future we will be able to do that. Maybe, maybe. But
maybe.
if there is a God who created humans, animals, from nothing or from mud or whatever, if he can create such a universe, if he can tune the universe, then I think it's an easy task to, you know, give the arm or leg back when people pray. If that never happens, that shows that, yeah, it doesn't work. But what about this? Let's suppose there is such a list, okay, that where God accept prayers and where God doesn't accept. So let's suppose my example is one of them, okay?
Yeah,
But when you look at believers and non-believers, okay? They both have similar things in their lives, right? They have bad moments. Believers pray to God. Oh, then, they think that God has answered the prayer. Non-believers don't pray, but they get similar results. They're being saved from the bad situation. Okay. Uh so then how it works? Like someone is, let's say, financially in a trouble, okay? The believer says, "Oh God, please help me." And tomorrow his friend calls him, "Hey man, I heard that you're doing really bad. I'm like, let me help you, okay?" And non-believer also get the same result, okay? Without praying. What we should think.
yeah. I think the thing is, mostly the believers are like relying on, like they're trying to find the answer, or like they trying to find the call of someone to help, to help them.
Mm-hmm.
They want to rely on something or someone, or like maybe I don't even know,
Mm-hmm.
because that is how the brain works.
Mm-hmm.
based on the I don't know what is it called, Christianity. They have a god, or like I don't know a lot about the religions of the Christianity, because I was Buddhist before. So yeah, in Christianity, they always feel like they're safe and they are saved at the same time because of the God. They got someone to tell if they make mistake. They got someone to purge their sins if they got, nothing. If they have someone to tell if they feel lonely. So that is how the believers are born. That's what I thought.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm kind of curious about the other like religion, how the believers are born. Like, did they have a a glimpse of light in their eye, or like maybe did he show them up, or like
I don't understand what you mean.
what I'm trying to say is I want to know the reason how the believers are born, but we don't have any believers, I think, in this
Oh,
chat.
yeah, that's so sad. I know that. Okay, I'll be right back in a minute, and I'm gonna recreate the room. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, OP. Time to recreate. God versus Superman. Seemingly not an attractive topic for free for talkers. But let's try more. Uh, I'll send the link soon. Okay. Here's the link. Let's be crazy. Let's sing. Why someone thinks that singing is crazy? That was weird. And fuck you, Steve. I have never joined your room, man. Anyway, we have Joan and Aberkan and MD Sheriff.
Hello,
Hello?
you're on live now?
I'm what? Okay, mouse clicks don't tell me anything. Let me check at Scam Chan. Probably he created a title to maybe annoy me or tease me or whatever his purpose is. Oh no, he didn't. But he had one a couple of days ago that he was seeking for attention. Okay. Juverus Muhammad. And we're not having any more. Okay, people. We are not having believers. Where are the believers? Believers. Where are the believers? Believers. Mm, oh, okay. What's this? Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, I'll try another platform also. Uh, yep, OP. It's hard to find believers. La 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 la. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Mhm. 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 OP, OP, OP. We don't have believers. OP, OP, OP. OP, OP, OP. Bow, 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 bow. Virtual vibes. Mhm. Da, 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 da. Ooh, wow. Okay, cool. Mm, wow. Refreshing, OP. Too much trouble for you. Oh, look, you're here because you said YouTube is closing. I got it. Okay. But I have to recreate. Sorry for the disturbance. But don't worry. We always have a free link to join. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Line. Lean. Whatever. Oh, by the way, OP.
Hello.
Let me save you. Hello. So
Yes. How are you?
okay, but just a little bit, you know.
Hello. Did you hear me? I don't know.
I heard you. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, I can do it later. LK. LK, did you see the title of this room?
Yeah, I tried to read.
Okay,
Do you
good.
believe in God? If yes, which God? Do you think God is real? If yes, why? Okay. Yeah, I believe in God.
Hmm.
A Christian,
The Christian God, okay.
and I do believe in God.
The Christian God, yeah?
Exactly.
Okay. So, do you think this God is real?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's real because of all the things he done in my life every day. And yes, I think it's real. Like for real.
God is real, okay.
You don't believe in God?
I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Why?
Because I don't see good evidence to believe a God exists.
Hmm. Like, so you never go to church or you don't have any religion, things like that?
Yeah, things like that.
Okay. No, that's your point. I don't disagree with
What do you mean you don't disagree?
at all. Yeah.
But you believe a God exists and I don't believe a God exists.
Mm-hmm.
Look, that's nearly a disagreement.
Yeah. I see. Maybe we will let the other speak. I don't know. There are so many people on the meet.
We're not keeping them. They can talk. They all have the mic.
Hmm.
Got either. I'm empty.
Your audio is very low. You should know that. And what you said was not clear to me. Okay, no problem. But you guys nearly lost the mics. Let me see that. Uh, okay. That was a wrong alarm. Anyway. So, no any believers in the room, man? Come on. Zero believers.
What happened to the other lady?
You mean LK?
Yeah, the woman that was just talking. Where did she go?
She's still here, but she said let others to talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm. And she told that they're willing to talk, but that's not the case.
Well, they might be non-believers too then.
Like, you know what? There are mostly more non-believers than the believers in my room. And that's sometimes not cool. Because it becomes like an echo for other people. If you don't have some specific topics to talk.
Have you seen that woke guy? Whatever his name was, Wokester or whatever. Have you seen him in a while?
Which guy? Walk and Stoke, you mean?
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he raged out and then he never came back. Sometimes I feel like one of the trolls in the chat box is maybe one of them. I'm not sure about that. But that was weird. Like, he didn't explain anything. He just did something and he wanted to become mysterious and he got angry. Then he left.
Well, I hope he comes back. He's very entertaining. He breaks it up a little bit. You know, you have like a little drama every once in a while. Just makes things interesting.
For me, it's not, but because he's interrupting unnecessarily when we're in the middle of a discussion, and he's doing that many times. He created a YouTube channel and he wants to co-stream my shows, which is not something that I desire because he has a different agenda and mine is different. It's not matching, so I said I'm not okay with that. And probably after that, he got upset, and he found a way to bring more viewers on YouTube. I don't know how he did it, but then he didn't explain, and he was annoyed that I was not appreciating that. And then he just, went.
Well, I hope he comes back.
Um, I don't have such a hope. You know what? The reason is I had to even leave my own rooms when they start speaking because they don't care like what I'm doing here. Like they think that this is a you know show where atheists are talking each other and echoing. That's not the case. I don't want it to be like that. And I mostly want one-on-one discussions. And he is kind of you know, preventing what I want to do mostly. In most cases, he did that. And I was okay. I was trying to be really tolerant. But lots things that happened was really, meaningless. And sometimes you should be really open to get the signs, right? So you keep talking in a room where someone streams it live and he tries to create something that he wants, and you keep interrupting and interrupting and I sometimes even don't mute. I just leave the room. I create another room without saying I'm gonna recreate a room. And then people should think, right? Like at least they should think, hey man, like look, like he didn't say I'm gonna recreate. He just left created. That means he got annoyed. And they never thought about it. Like the other dudes also, they never thought about it. And like imagine the topic is God. You don't have to. This is the case right now. And they start talking about something else, something really irrelevant, and they keep talking about it. Like even if I say, "Hey guys," they keep talking. They don't care. And I say, "Okay, yeah, like seemingly they really enjoy the topic. I should let them talk." But I cannot let them to do it while I'm streaming in my channel. So I prefer to leave without, muting them, kicking them, because I can recreate another room. It's easy. But they leave that room immediately. They come to my room again. And they don't question that why I did that and what they're doing. And like it was so tiring for me. And sometimes you don't need to even say, "Hey, man, this is disturbing," like because it's sometimes it's obvious. If some people cannot understand something really obvious, then there's no need to even say, "Hey, stop."
Oh yeah, I hate that. People used to yell a lot on that tandem would come on, and they would just change the subject. It's like, why are we doing this? It's very boring. Let's be talking about religion and God.
Mm. Oh, by the way, OP, are you using a Bluetooth headphone?
No, I'm using my earbuds, and it's really windy here. Earpods.
Oh, so they're the
Oh yeah,
Bluetooth ones,
It
right?
is. I'm sorry. It is. Yeah, it is Bluetooth. It is Bluetooth. Yeah.
Yeah, the noise cancellation is very heavy. You should know that, okay?
It's very what?
Heavy. I mean, it's kind of the you know breaking your audio a lot.
Are you saying because is it doing it now, or was it like doing it
Always.
for like the past 5 minutes when I was talking to you?
No, it was always like this. Since you were not
Okay.
talking a lot, that's why I didn't complain.
Yeah. No, I won't. I'll stay quiet for the rest of the day. Then I'll try to fix it.
Okay. Like on the phone, I like if you know the way to, you know, uh, stop noise canceling, please teach me, OP. Okay. But on the phone, they keep coming to your room. So why you got 1,000 people on your block list? Okay, there are many reasons. Um, Chaz, what's your nickname? I cannot read. Void or World or whatever. So one of the biggest reasons is people don't know English. Okay, that's the biggest reason why I kick block them. Like mostly I kick when they don't know English. Okay, when it comes to blocking, they just bullshit mostly. They use a lot of swearing words. They attack other people, and when I ask a question, they don't listen. They interrupt. They got annoyed because I want an answer, and then they become so frustrated and they start again swearing a lot. And that's why I block. And sometimes I don't block immediately, but they keep disturbing every time I create a room. Then I block. So we want to have a clear conversation here. If people don't listen and understand, then it's useless to have the conversation. And if they become really annoyed just because we don't listen them or just because we insist to get an answer, it's not their right. I mean, sure, they can do whatever they want, but I don't want to allow them. Like, why should I waste my time for the people who are not being helpful? And why should I allow people who are disturbing me? I don't think it's unlimited, Scamchan. Let me check it. Let me check it. Let me. She was curious about my block list. um, okay, I blocked so far 224 people. Yeah. And the limit is 300. I'm really close to. Oh, I'm not complaining the ones who are not joining here. I think you misunderstood that. I'm happy that they're not able to join, okay? This was the case mostly, so we're not always having people here. But sure, yeah, I can complain when there are no people because my purpose is to have conversations here. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, I see that. Who? Just kick them out. They will do whatever they want. Yes, okay, no, it's not breaking. Actually, when I joined the room, I left the phone immediately because my mom called me, but when I got back, I heard you talking or you're talking to me. No, man, and I have never talked to you. I just read what you were typing. I don't know you also. The hell are you? Yeah, this is a lie. Oh, okay. I see another notification that Justin is live right now.
To speak?
Speak. That's the only thing that I heard. Speak.
Yeah, are we allowed to speak?
You're already speaking right now.
Yeah, because there was nobody speaking, and that's why I thought it was.
So when no one speaks, you think that's a rule. Oh, okay. That's the rule.
Mhm. I just found what you put in is very interesting. I want to speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's topics. Do you believe in God? Yes, which God is real?
Yeah, these are the
Um,
questions.
sorry?
Yeah, those are the questions.
Yeah, so basically I'm Muslim. I believe in Allah.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I think it's real
Mm-hmm.
because I think it's the truth. It's we were not created for nothing. We had a purpose, and the purpose is to worship Allah and to be as good as possible to go back and yeah, and The best afterlife, which is Jannah.
Okay, like, so as you can also read that the title on YouTube is "Does Defining God Prove His Existence?" And like my argument is, when we define something that doesn't make it real, including God, so we can define Superman, but that doesn't mean Superman is real, and we can apply the same thing for God also. So you have a definition of God, but that doesn't make God real just because you define it. So if I say I believe in Superman, and if you ask me a similar question, do you think Superman is real? If my answer is yes, and if you ask me why, if I tell you because it's the truth, what would you think?
No, there are evidence, and the biggest evidence is everything. Is the universe, is the word, is whatever you're. It's you. It's you. You are the miracle of God. You were
How do I
not
know that?
existed for nothing.
But how do they know that I am the evidence of God? Why do you
Okay.
think so?
Yes, I think nothing is created out of nothing. I think
Okay, but I didn't
has a
claim that
purpose
we
and
came
has
from.
a.
I didn't claim that we came from nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah, but do you think that there must be a purpose for everything?
Yes,
Why? I don't see such a rule. So what's the purpose of
I
God? Who
think there
created
is.
God?
Okay, let's think of anything. Anything is created by something, and out of something. It's not just there. It's been created by something else.
Okay, if I say the same thing for your God, what would you say?
God was not created.
How? Why? And how do you know that? Because you say
Okay,
if
let's.
something exists, there's a creator. That's how you think.
Hmm.
So God exists, therefore God must have a creator, according to
Okay,
your.
God was not created. He was.
Hmm.
It's a power itself.
Okay, humans was not created. We are also powerful. Universe was not created because universe is really powerful. What do you think about that?
It's not.
But
We were not
then God
created
is
just
not.
like that.
So that then God doesn't exist just like that. Must have a creator. God must have a creator.
No.
No. Like then I will say no to your claims about the universe, which universe has a creator. I will say no. Okay, why no? Because just no.
Okay. So what do you believe in?
What do I believe in? Okay, I
Yes.
don't have a belief when it comes to God, okay? So since we're talking about both God and universe or everything in the universe, I don't have a belief, okay? So how universe exists, I don't know. How humans exist, I don't know. Is there any cause for the universe? I don't know. Maybe there is a cause. Maybe there are many
Look.
causes. Maybe
So
there is no
basically,
cause.
there's something I wanted to. Sorry for interrupting, but as you say, you're saying we're created
Okay,
for nothing.
is it me? OP, are you here? Is she breaking to you also? Because to me, she's breaking a lot.
Am I breaking? Is it my
To
connection?
me, I don't know. I'm trying to confirm that. Maybe it's my connection, or maybe it's something else. But try to repeat it.
I said you said to me that you don't know why we're created. You don't really know what is
No,
the
no. I don't ask such illogical questions. I say I don't know how we exist. I would never say I don't know why we have been created because that assumes that we have a creator, okay? And I don't want to assume things when I ask questions.
Okay, so we are not the first people to exist. There were ancestors, there were people before us,
Mhm.
thousands and hundreds of years.
Okay.
And yes, And if we say that they did not know the truth, how did we even start at the first place? If you do not believe in religion, it started with God created a human being called Adam, right? And Adam and Hawa, which
These are your
is
beliefs. Like, why should I believe in those things?
no, it's not beliefs.
It's your belief. You believe that there was
Okay,
a
so
guy
how
called
did we
Adam and
started
Eve.
to exist? How
I
did
don't
human
know.
beings?
I don't
You don't
know.
know because
Yeah,
the
but
truth is
just
in
because I
Quran.
don't know, that doesn't mean your book tells the truth, okay? There are many other books, they say different things. So just because you have a book, like, why you think that it's true? It doesn't make it true. Look,
Because
my
it makes
ignorance,
sense.
my
Everything in
ignorance,
Quran makes
Luna,
sense.
Luna, Luna, my ignorance doesn't justify your belief, okay? And when you say everything makes sense in the Quran, no, not everything. Like, there's no good evidence for the existence of God, the properties of God, the existence of afterlife, existence of angels, existence of miracles. No good evidence in the Quran. Quran just claims those things, okay? And Quran claims false things
So
also. For example, let me give you one example. Luna, one
okay.
example. Be patient, okay? Quran claims that sperm comes from between backbone and the ribs. That's false scientifically. If God exists, if God
From
created
what? Can
us,
you repeat that, please? You
okay,
said sperm
yeah, Quran claims that sperm comes from between backbone and the ribs.
comes from the backbone and the rib?
Between.
Between?
Yeah, that's what Quran says.
Uh-huh.
And you think that this is very scientific?
Can you give me something that says that?
I believe you can easily find the words. But let me try to help you.
So let man observe from what he was created. He was created from a fluid ejected emerging from between the backbone and the ribs.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
that
Yeah.
one?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when we say the backbone, it refers to the man's loins, the backbone, the lower back area,
Well,
and the sperm,
what about
right?
ribs? What about ribs?
It's a woman's chest, the
Woman's
ribs, upper
chest?
body. Yeah.
Oh, backbone means testicle?
Backbone means the lower back area. It's the back,
Why
what
does it
holds your
say
body together.
testicle?
Sorry?
Why doesn't say the exact location of sperm? So we know where sperm comes from. Like, why you say
So
lower
you're
part of the
saying our
body?
sperm does not come from between the backbone and the ribs?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, Quran is not a biology textbook, but it describes
Ah.
realities in
But that's not
concise,
reality. And
eloquent
it's not
words.
concise
The
and it's not
phrase, look,
eloquent. The phrase is
refers to
very
the place of
ambiguous.
origin and the origin of strength, protection of the reproductive fluids, not a literal pathway. It does not mean that it comes from there.
It does not mean it comes, but it says clearly it comes from there.
It's not literal.
It's not literal. So
Look.
so
No,
like,
it's not.
why should I take it seriously then? Like, well, whatever I say as a mistake, you will say,
It
oh, it's
means
not
the whole
literal.
trunk of the body. It both for male and female
Okay,
contributions. It
so
comes from within that region.
didn't your God know that that's gonna be very ambiguous in the future?
Look, in Surah Tariq, Al-Tariq, Allah says, man was created from a fluid that comes from between the backbone and the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
So scholars explain that this is a reference to both the man's reproductive system connected to their loins and the woman's connected to her body. The Quran is pointing to us to reflect on the miracle of human creation, not to give
Luna,
a medical textbook.
that's not miraculous to listen false things from a book, okay? When you say it comes from the ribs, we know that it doesn't come from the ribs. If you're talking about a female, and when it comes to embryology, by the way, that's on a separate topic in the Quran. It doesn't talk about ovaries of the females, never. And I know your answer because it's not a biology book. But
It is
why?
not.
Yeah, it's not. That's a really good excuse. I congratulate the first Muslim who brought the excuse, saying that Quran is book of signs. Okay, let me type it. Signs, not signs. Okay, that's a very wonderful excuse because, like, when they see something wrong,
Signs?
yeah, they will say, "Hey, wait, this is a sign. It's not scientific book." Okay, so you have to interpret it. You should listen what scholars think about it. Okay, then you should accept it. That's a really,
Listen,
really,
listen.
really good
Classical
way.
scholars explain that it refers to both the man's and woman's role in reproduction and to the body region where these organs originate and are protected. Even in our modern textbooks shows that the tests and ovaries the first form in the area between the backbone and the ribs before descending. So the Quran's
Um,
wording is not an error. It's a concise
yeah,
description that makes
Luna,
sense.
do you remember
Listen, it
the
makes
words?
sense in light
Do you
both
remember the words?
tafsir and
It
science.
says it comes
Both
from a
tafsir and
fluid.
science.
Okay, when it says fluid, it refers to sperm, and sperm doesn't come from the female. Okay, it comes from the man. So that's
Look,
even more false,
okay, so you are
interpretation.
just
But anyway, like, if it's not a scientific
you
book,
don't seem to understand what I'm saying.
yeah, I don't seem. But if Quran is not a scientific book, okay, why we
The
should
Quran
think?
doesn't say sperm. Listen, it's not the
Oh,
sperm, the cum that you have inside your
what does it
balls.
say? It says
It's
fluid.
not that. It's a classical tafsir. Do you know what is tafsir? Like
I don't
Ibn
care about the tafsir. Like, I
Kathir?
care about
It
what Quran
explained
says.
it as the role of both men and women in reproduction. The modern science confirms that the cysts and ovaries actually originate in the region between the backbone and the ribs during
That's not the
embryonic
signs.
development before descending. So the Quran's words are precise, not wrong. And what
No,
you're believing in, it's
Luna,
wrong
Luna,
because you
Luna,
are
Luna,
misreading.
Luna. Quran's words are so ambiguous. It's very open to any kind of interpretation that makes it really not valuable. Okay, because it's very ambiguous. Because anyone can say whatever he thinks, whatever he believes. That's
This is
why
exactly
it's
what
not
you're
a.
doing. But
That's
I am not
what
the
scholars
one
are
who,
doing.
like, I am not the one who is interpreting this by on my own way.
Yeah,
This
they're doing
is
that.
scientific.
They're doing
This
that,
is a
and you're buying that.
scientific truth. This is a scientific truth, okay? What you're reading is okay, you are reading in the literal meaning. You're not diving
Yeah,
inside the
yeah.
meaning, okay?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
if God
Sorry,
says
Luna.
do
Just because someone says no, it means this. That doesn't mean it's the meaning. Okay. So what and who decides which interpretation or which understanding is true? Why should I think
okay,
that what
first of
scholar
all,
says is the
I want to
truth?
ask you a good question before we dive to
Mhm,
anything. I have to know,
okay.
did you read the Quran? Did you
That's
read
a
the
funny
full
question,
Quran?
Luna.
No, did you read it?
Yeah,
I
I
have to
read the
ask
Quran.
because
So what? Like, you want
have
me
you
to?
read, okay, have you really read the whole thing?
What do you mean, really? Like, are you saying, are you a fucking liar, or you're telling the truth? Is it the
I don't
question?
really know because I think people
How
who
can you
I read the
know,
Quran.
Luna?
Okay, I
Luna,
read the
you're
Quran.
making me really angry right now. How you can test that I really read the whole Quran or not? How can you test that?
I want to know because
How
I
can you test
myself
that?
read
How
it
can you test that?
because you do not know how to
How
explain
can you
things.
test that whether I
Because
read it
you
or
do not
not?
have strong arguments.
Just because I read it, that doesn't mean I can explain everything that the way that you want. Okay, but
Look,
just because
there's
I explain
nothing
it,
called explain
that
it the way
doesn't
I want.
mean,
There's the
yeah,
only
the way that
truth
you
that
want.
you have to read it.
and
That
you have to
doesn't
understand
mean
it
what
the
you
way
tell
it
me.
is,
The way
not how you
the way
fucking
that you
understand it.
understand, that doesn't mean it's the truth. Okay, just because scholars have an interpretation, that doesn't
You're
mean it's the
so
truth.
ignorant.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
Oh my
so
fucking
ignorant.
god!
You're like someone who's
Just because I don't give a fuck about what scholars said about the verses of the Quran and I don't accept it, that means I'm fucking ignorant. Okay, just accept that and live with that fucking lie. Okay, I don't give a shit about what people understand from the Quran. Okay, it doesn't matter like what their names are. Okay, just because they say so, that doesn't mean it's the case. And you think that is the truth. Why? Because they say so.
Did you
Fuji,
mute
it's
me?
not English. Oh, you were talking all the time?
Look, I will not talk to you
Then
any
that's
further because
bye bye. Take
apparently you do
care.
not have
Bye
any
bye. Take
understanding.
care. And like you are the one who doesn't have any
And
understanding. Bye bye. If you don't want to talk, just leave. Okay. Um. Okay, Fuji. I hope you speak English. That's not English.
Okay.
I was
You were
talking to
you were
someone
talking somewhere
else.
else.
If you were
So I
just
cannot see
reading,
anyone. So that's why I thought you might have talking by your own yourself.
and you thought that I was talking to myself. That's so weird. But anyway.
It's weird because there is no one in your speaking section. How do I know? How
Like
would I know?
by just like reading what's written here in the pinned message, which is so clear. It is live on YouTube. You could check it and you could see that who am I talking to. But anyway,
How can I understand if I don't think so. There is anything that actually it's clear that because I cannot see anything in a speaking section. How would I know that you're talking with on a somewhere
doesn't matter,
on
man.
another
Like this
platform?
is not the topic of my debate. Okay. Like okay, you didn't get it. It's your problem. And now I'm telling you the truth. I was talking to someone else. Okay.
So
Yes, some people may not
which one?
understand.
What's your YouTube channel, bro?
That's also written, man.
It's philosopher. Okay.
But I can send you the link if you don't want to
Yes,
search it, okay?
no, it's okay. Philosopher, it's okay.
And then it's also okay for me to send a link, okay? Here's a link that can help you.
Okay.
For the person on Free for Talk, you're late, man, like to talk. Because I already started talking to another person. By the way, Fuji,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot adjust your audio, which is kind of annoying for me. Is it okay
Is
if you
is it clear now?
it's not about being clear. It's too loud for me. Okay.
How about this?
Okay. How about you? If you join another platform, I was talking to someone else in this platform.
Okay, continue. Maybe I will join somewhere another time. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Take your time then.
Yep.
And now you can talk, share. Okay, you can check. You too. Bye bye. Take
Yes,
care. Yeah, share can. Okay.
yes, yes. You can continue your
Okay.
talking.
A what?
You can continue your talk.
No,
What
I
you said?
cannot because he left.
Who left?
The person I was talking to left. That's why I cannot continue right now.
Okay, so
So,
I have to leave.
no, you're trying to interrupt. That's weird. No way. Okay. What about herd? Jack, isn't it fucking late for you in your country, man? And you're here, keep complaining.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you remember me?
I don't. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Better.
Spare. It's okay for
Yeah.
me.
Are you like you started recording on YouTube?
This is live on YouTube.
It's alive.
Yeah, YouTube
Excellent.
records it for me. I'm not recording anymore.
You are not?
I'm not. YouTube is doing it by itself.
So you are recording. See.
They're not the same, but anyway, like it's being recorded.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't matter who's recording, right?
Okay. Okay.
So,
Do you believe in God? If yes, which God? Do you think this God is real? If yes, why?
okay, the questions are clear, right?
Yeah, is it just for believers? What if someone is
What if someone doesn't believe in God? It becomes sometimes boring. You should know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you, OP. Here's the
What is
link. That was not for you. Sorry. Like since you understood that this is on YouTube live, sometimes I'm talking to people on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
understand.
Sorry for that.
If it bothers you, please do not participate.
And please read it by yourself without interrupting. Okay. And so you don't believe in God? That's what you meant?
Me, I believe in God. I believe in our God, Allah.
Okay, then that's good, man. So why you were implying that you are not a believer? So
I'm
you
not
are a believer.
religious. I'm not very religious.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Hi, Zainab. You have an echo. You should solve that problem, okay? Go to settings, device settings. You will see.
Hello. I heard it. I saw what is written.
And
Are
you
you talking
understood
about
that
religious topics?
there's an echo problem also.
No, I understand. It's a religious topic. You said, do you
Oh my
believe
God,
in God?
she's talking to herself.
If you which
Yeah.
God?
Anyway, I'll solve that problem. No worries. So you're a Muslim, right? You said you're a Muslim.
Yep, yep.
Still,
As I said, like, I'm not religious to
you're
that
not
extent.
religious. Oh, okay, but still you believe in God exists, and I'm
I'm
curious
a
why you
believer,
believe.
but not a religious.
Okay, that's okay, man. No, not important
Yeah.
for me. But still, you believe a God exists, and I want to know why you believe a God exists.
Why?
Yeah.
Because everything in this universe is complicated. A lot of things are hard to explain or to understand, to fathom. So we let it to God.
I understand, but I don't understand where the rule comes from. So you have a rule,
Rule.
which
What do
says,
you mean?
yeah. You have a rule which says that if something is complex, then it must have a creator. And I don't understand how you can have such a rule because I think your God is also complex. That means it must have a creator, but I don't think you believe that your God has a creator. So, which you create some contradictions here.
No, I'm not creating any contradictions. Actually, and like for example, if we go back to Quran, God says that He is not created by any other creature, and even if so, I'm not like concerning myself with that things. If He is created by another creator or anything, that doesn't matter for me, right? Like in the world I'm living in, I'm concerned just with myself, with the life I'm living.
I didn't know that.
You catch what I'm saying?
Okay, so you don't mind if the creator of the universe has a creator.
Yeah, I think it will not make that huge difference to me.
Okay,
It will not affect my life in any way, I think.
I understand that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about you? What do you think?
I don't believe in any God
Why?
because I don't see good evidence for any God.
You don't see any evidence for God?
I said I don't see any good evidence.
Good evidence. What do you mean like by good evidence?
Like, for example, if you claim that you have a dragon in your house, what's the good evidence for it? Like, just photos? No, because you can use Photoshop easily, right?
Yeah.
But if I come to your house, if I see the dragon, if I see the dragon is flying, throwing fire in the mouth, then I can say, oh, okay. So then that's real.
Yep,
And
I
that's
got
a good evidence for me. And when it comes to God, so you said you're a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
So your God can show miracles, right? Like your God helped Moses to split the Red Sea, right? Or he helped Muhammad split the moon. If right now we pray to your God to just do it again, because your God did it, not Muhammad or not Moses. If it happens right now, if I see moon splitting in two pieces in front of me, yeah, I will say, yeah, probably this God is real. And I will say this is a good evidence.
Okay, but what about like there are things that are complicated in this universe, like more than
I just
that.
explained to you, like complexity doesn't mean there's a creator. Simplicity means there's a creator also, right? So if we cannot see the difference, then we cannot understand whether it has a creator or not. Because things which we don't see a creator like other things, right? Natural things, they're also complex. We don't see that they have creators. Yes, we can create complex things, but that doesn't mean every complex thing requires a creator. Because we don't see a logic there. Maybe everything is by default complex. Like even if the smallest things they're complex, right? Like if you look at an atom, even an atom is very complex, right? So if everything is complex, then it only means yeah, they're complex. We don't know why and how. Because we don't have any rule that, oh, wait a second, if things are complex, it must have a creator. But where this rule comes from, no justification for such a rule.
I think for me, like I think we are born with this like idea that there is something above us. Like since
No.
we opened our eyes to this world, we're always with this idea that there is something bigger than us.
Yeah, we have that illusion because the people who are alive and who are not babies or kids, they already have these beliefs, okay? And they teach you. They teach you immediately. When you are a kid, when you start speaking, when you start learning the language, you also learn the belief, okay? You look at the people who are praying when you're a kid, even when you don't understand what they're doing, right? You're watching them praying. And when you become older, I mean, let's say still a kid, but when you start understanding more and more, you understood that, wait a second, like these people are doing this for someone who is invisible and who is so powerful. How do I know that? Because they told me so. So you learn those things, okay? You're not born with those things. You just learn those things.
Yeah. So does learning them means that it is something negative?
No, it doesn't mean, but it doesn't mean it's real.
Why not?
Because people can learn false things also.
People can learn false things also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can distinguish. I think we have the
How can you?
cognitive capacity to distinguish the good from bad.
Oh, that's something else. But sometimes you cannot distinguish whether something is real or not because some claims are unfalsifiable. You cannot test them. If you cannot test them, you cannot understand whether it's real or not. And God is one of those claims.
Okay.
So you cannot distinguish it.
So what do you think? Like, is it better for a child to grow up without any, like, any explanation to this word? Like,
Come on,
to
there are
from
explanations for the world, right? Like that's why there is astrophysics, astronomy. They can study how a planet shapes.
how can a child understand this?
Then don't teach when they're child. Like teach them when they're bigger, older.
But when I'm talking when they are children,
You don't have to teach everything to children. So if
they'll
you
have questions.
see, sure they can question, but like you want to literally teach to 4 years old kid how babies come from. Do you teach them? Do you give sex education to children? No, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to teach everything to children because there will be a lot of things they will misunderstand, they will not understand, right? So we can teach gradually. And you can teach things in a simple way. So the planets that their existence as you can like teach simply. Like you cannot say, "Oh, this is a complex topic. Don't teach." You can teach the basics in a very simple way. You can use analogies, right?
Yeah, that's for non-believers.
What do you mean that's for non-believers?
Like if you cannot like applicate this on people who believe in God. People who believe in God, you have to explain to their children that there is a God behind all this.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it's true.
Like, but for us like believers, it is true.
The truth doesn't change between believers, okay? Because other believers believe in a different things about the same topic. So just because you believe that doesn't mean it's true, okay?
Yeah,
And you
but
can't say
all
there are 5 truths, 10 truths, okay? About the same subject.
yeah, but all believers in general believe in God. Like even if they differ, like in which God, they believe in God in general.
Yeah, that's true.
So how do you live like without a God? How can someone survive without having, I don't know, like accompanied by God in everyday life?
Yeah, because we survive when we, consume food and water. That's how you can survive.
Yeah, I'm talking like emotionally more.
I'm not different. Like
What do
I'm
you
as
mean?
emotional as you are. And just because I don't believe a God exists, that doesn't create a big difference in my life. I was a
No,
believer before, and I don't believe anymore, and I'm not that much different.
Okay, but it's not that easy.
It is easy. Why not?
Really?
Yeah, it
You
is.
don't suffer because of that. You didn't suffer after you
Never
you
ever.
you never.
Never ever.
Don't lie.
What?
I said don't lie.
Oh, why the fuck I should lie to you, man?
Because all the people that I know who are atheists, they were suffering to, like, in a
Okay.
period of their
I'm
life.
very sorry for your friends. And yeah, that's true. Some people suffer when they become an atheist. That's true. But that doesn't mean all of them they suffer.
Most of.
Most of?
Most
So where did you get the fucking numbers, man? Like
Yeah,
just
all
because your friends like they suffered more, that doesn't mean like this is a general thing, okay? You shouldn't think
yes.
the word works from your perspective, okay?
Um, yeah, but I'm talking about my experience here. I'm not going
Your
to talk about.
experience that doesn't define the reality, okay?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. Like I
Last
know like someone
my
joined listen to me. Like
uh,
there was a guy 2 days ago or 3 days ago. He came here and he said, "Thank you, Philsober. I'm an atheist right now because of you." I was like, "What the fuck?"
really.
Yeah, and he said, "You know what? I'm so happy right now." And I was like, "I'm also happy because you're happy because you could be really sad or moody or depressed because it's not working in a good way for all people who left the religion. And I'm happy that that's good right now for you. You're happy. So some people are happier even. In my case, I'm not happier or I'm not, feeling worse. I'm just the same and not big difference, okay? And yes, some people are depressed. Maybe your examples are the bad ones because probably you're living in a Muslim country because being a fucking atheist in a Muslim country can be so depressing. I can understand that. That's why you shouldn't generalize, what you experience in your country because other atheist people they don't have the same problems, okay?
Okay. So your problem is that I shouldn't speak like from my perspective, from my
Exactly.
experience. Okay, let's talk about it like rationally. The ones who believe in God, they are accompanied by someone, a friend. God is a friend, right?
Okay. Sometimes it's a bad friend. Let me tell you why.
No, never,
No, no, no,
never.
no, 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 no. Let me tell you.
Okay, I'm going to continue and then you can.
No, sorry, sorry, sir. I cannot let you to continue when you say something wrong, okay?
Okay, yeah,
That
go
was
ahead.
wrong. That was wrong. Because I know many believers who really suffer while they believe in a God because they pray to their God. They say, God, please, please save me. The guy is raping me every day. I don't want to kill myself. I know that that's a big sin. They pray and
Mhm.
God never answers. God never helps.
How can
So
we say that he never answers?
yeah, because many people die without getting any help. That's why they decide, you know, something bad for their lives. And many people suffer like that. They're in a hospital. They say, God, please save me. I have cancer. I have a huge disease. I want to be normal again. Please help me, God. And they
So
die. They
okay,
die.
so
God doesn't help.
okay. So
Okay,
the one.
and during that time they become angry with God because God doesn't listen to prayer.
It's not that they don't. He doesn't listen to prayers.
Mm,
They
no.
want. They want. Mhm. They want like to. They want God to respond in the way they want,
Yeah.
not how God wants.
So
Because when you
how
say
can you
to God,
understand God is answering your prayer if He doesn't answer
He
what you
will
want?
answer in His way. If you say
So
to God, "Please save me," maybe that if you are like if you are someone who is like ill or someone who has cancer,
okay,
maybe
man, Look,
Okay,
please
can we give
be
an example?
rational.
Okay, I'm going.
No, please be rational. If I
I'm trying.
say okay,
Maybe I'm not.
hear me out, okay? If I say,
Okay.
hey man, what's your age? And then you tell me, I'm from Canada. I say, man, what's your age? You say, I'm from Canada. And I say, okay, man, what you doing now? You're saying I did really bad things in my life. So every time I ask you a question, you answer me differently, okay?
Of course, because
Why should I think that you are talking to me? Why should
you
I
know why
talk to
I'm
you that
answer.
you are listening me? Why should I think like that?
You know why I'm answering you differently.
There are many reasons. There can be
You know
many
why?
reasons why you answer and you don't answer my question, okay?
You know why?
Yeah, I know. Maybe you don't listen my questions. That's why you're not
No, it's
answering my
not.
questions.
No. Because we are already different. Like you are not talking to yourself. If you were talking to yourself, you will like find the exact answers you want.
Exactly, that's what I meant. So if you're praying to
Because
God, if you're not getting answers, that means you're just talking to yourself, okay? That's exactly what I meant.
if you ask God, you are just talking to yourself.
If you pray, if you
Uh-huh.
never get the answer, that means you're just talking to yourself.
From your perspective, that's you. But for me, I'm talking to God, and I'm not obliging God to answer me in the way I want,
Then
but
why
in
the hell
His
you're
way.
talking to God if you don't want to
What
like
the
what you
hell?
want? Well,
He
why are you
is
talking?
answering.
No, he's not answering. You're saying, "Where are you from?" And he's saying, "I like to eat ice cream." And how can you say he's answering you if this is the answer
Okay,
for
I'm
your
going to give
question?
you. I was going to give you an example of someone who has cancer, right? And you said that he's saying to the God, please, God,
Yeah, many people died like
save
that.
me,
Yeah.
right? Save me.
Yeah, that was the
And
example.
and then he died. That person died.
hmm
So from God perspective, he saved him. He
God's
is now,
perspective.
yeah, he saved
Oh,
him.
come on, man.
Why
Come
you are
on.
laughing? Come on.
So God killed the person. That means God
Not
saved the
killed.
person.
Saved him. He is in heaven right now.
Like, how do you know that? What if the guy was a sinner and he suffered a
I said
lot?
God saved him. God saved him. I'm
No,
not
no,
talking.
that doesn't mean if he's going to go to hell, that doesn't mean God saves him. Okay.
No, he answered him. Like the answer. It
What do
was
you
an
mean he
answer.
answered? Like, that's not an answer. Okay. So if I again like hear me out. If I tell you where are you from, and if you tell I am 25 years old, that's not an answer. Okay.
That has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with that. Also, if you say, "God, please save me from cancer," and if you die, that doesn't mean this is an answer. Okay.
It is. Why not?
Okay, man.
Why? Why not?
I'm done. I'm done. Um, I'm leaving you. Okay. If you think that that's an answer, I leave
From my
you.
perspective again.
Take care.
Let's
Bye bye, man. How people can be insistfully that much illogical? I don't understand. That's weird to me. People try to be illogical intentionally. Man can create, only God can. So if saying exists, still station needed, God created it. I understand nothing. God is the ultimate prophecy sphere. What does that mean? I also don't understand. Krikoro. So this is a new link. Um, Dun 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 dun. Harapapapam, harapapapam, pam pam. Harapapapam, harapapapam, pam pam. Harapapapam, harapapapam, pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. We have Suda,
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. Have you seen the title of this room?
What?
Did you see the topic of this room? Seemingly you didn't. Hmm. You remember that tone made as a sphere. You shake it and get a random answer. Can we have a reasonable guest for one? Please all pray for a reasonable guest. Yeah, let's pray for it. Let's pray for a reasonable person who can read and understand in the first place, because that's the filter for the reasonable guests. When they join, they know what is the topic because they read it before they enter. By the way, for the people who don't know that, you can know the topic before you join the room, okay? Because they see the room before they enter and the topic is written there. And when they know the topic when they enter, that's a good green flag, okay? And when they start reading without interrupting or disturbing, they just read immediately. It says this room is live on YouTube, blah 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 blah. It says the topic, do you believe in God? It says YouTube. Oh, okay. So blah blah blah. So they understand everything. So and then they say, yes, I believe in God. I believe in this, and this is why I think God is real. Yeah, these are very reasonable believers. We had such people. Uh, that lady was so angry, but yeah, she was one of them. Uh, but I hope she could be more reasonable. She just started accusing me for being very ignorant about a book that I'm even still reading as an atheist. But anyway, so let's pray. Oh, what about you, Krikoro? You want to join? You already have the link. Maybe you can help us to get more people. Oh, well, you don't have to be the, devil's advocate. Sometimes two atheist people can also trigger some other discussions, conversations. But anyway, it's up to you. So, like, Oh, it's nearly 3 hours. Okay. Today we were very active. Not the YouTube chat, but maybe I should start giving the special thanks. Really, really bad. Okay, okay, man. No problem, no problem. Ooh, American hero. Long time no see. Welcome. Oh, what was the name of that guy? Scam. I think you can remember. Please help me. Uh, Frank. What was his name? Maverick. Frank, something like that. You remember him? I disagree, Krigoro. I don't think we should put labels randomly on things. That would create a chaos, and that's uh, what we don't want to do mostly because it creates a lot of confusion. If I say, "Oh, you know what? I forgot my phone," but I mean my laptop, that could give you a really bad misinformation. Okay, so doing that is not helpful in any case. Wait a second. Mm. Oh, sorry. I got a message, and I have been really distracted. Yeah. Anyway, so like we don't need such kind of confusion, right? So, the big religions already have specific definitions. Mostly, they mean the creator of the universe. So saying that a tree is a god, that creates more confusion. So better to simplify the definitions, like finding common ground. Yes, we know that there are different definitions, but many of them like kinda are similar. They mostly mean a superpower who intentionally created the universe. So we can take that definition as something common between them, and adding more things, it's gonna just create confusion and it's unnecessary. Anyway, so did you find blah blah blah? Seems you missed my follow up. Maybe would be 3 times less evidence. Talking to me like now everything's very confused. Okay, probably I missed them. I'm not a good reader, man. It's possible that sometimes I miss the point. That's why I like to talk to people, not read their messages. Anyway, I'll be right back in a minute. And I don't think you guys need me. God equals law. I disagree. Okay. Let me create. That will be the last one. Oh, I cannot create more rooms. I know why. Fluffy, are you sleeping? Man, you're sleeping in my room. Let me help you. In case you snore. Oh, I cannot help you. I gave you the room, but can I set those settings? Let me check. Yeah. Can I mute you? Yes, you're muted. You should thank me. Anyway. People fall asleep in my rooms. It's okay. Okay. High local is always that. Let's check this one. So let me remind the whole topic here again. So, does defining God prove his existence? Is a question. Why? Because when you define something, that doesn't make it true always. So when you have a belief that a God exists and you define God in a very specific way, that doesn't mean it's real. Again, why? Because defining something doesn't make it real. We have a lot of good examples where we define something and it's not real. And the best example is Superman that I have as an example. So that's why we have some struggle always when we talk to believers, especially when I ask the question, hey man, you're asking who created the universe, and I'm asking you who created your God. And then they say, no, 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 no. My God doesn't have a creator. Why? Because it wouldn't be a God. Okay. So that means God is someone who doesn't have a creator. Okay. But that's just the definition of a concept. That doesn't mean there's such a thing. So it boils down to the same statement. Just because you define something, that doesn't make it real. Really? American? Hey man, have the link, man. Have the link. You'll have a mic if you are not blocked by me before, okay? I can't read everything that you guys are typing. God is the source of the truth. Okay, what's the evidence? Bible? Just because a book says so, that doesn't mean it's the case, okay? To deny a book is a logical thing if it has claims that there's no good evidence for it, okay? That would be so foolish to believe in Lord of the Rings or to believe in Game of Thrones and any book that has supernatural claims in it. Because just because a book says so, that doesn't mean it's true, okay? So that's why we can easily deny any book. I'm waiting, don't worry. Grigoro? uh, are you woke? Your children? Are you a lunatic or what? The big neck. The H?
How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Hi.
Hi.
Fine. And you?
I said I'm fine.
I'm doing well. What about you?
You can't repeat the same things.
Where are you? Where are you from?
I'm from heaven.
What?
Heaven.
Can you repeat
I just repeated.
this?
I can type if you don't understand, okay? Mm. Okay. Someone is annoyed by the audio. Let's check it out. Fantastic. It sounds very clear, man. It sounds very clear. I didn't change my distance. Your mom can join here. Okay, no problem for me. Seemingly Krigoro just says that that's the wrong chat. Okay. Anyway. Ignoring evidence doesn't make you right, it makes you ignorant. Okay. But that doesn't make the evidence stating the truth, okay? That evidence might be so bad, which is not proving the claims. And just because I'm ignorant about your evidence, that doesn't make it true. Still, it doesn't mean it's true, okay? Like, let's suppose I'm ignorant about Bible, which is the case, by the way. I'm really ignorant about Bible, but that doesn't make Bible true. Or I'm ignorant about, the Tolkien's books, but that doesn't make those books right. Do you understand the difference? No problem, Kragoro. Okay. Churches and Bible are evidence, so are Stonehenge and buried grounds and mosques and the Quran. Okay, we have to believe all God exists now, or you're as a monotheist. Well, it means he doesn't exist. Well, that's a good point, by the way. So just because those things, books or places, are a good evidence, so that means we have to accept every religion, which doesn't make sense. I'm gonna stop streaming here in our local. Maybe I can engage with the chat more. But anyway, let me share another link in case someone wants to join. By the way, Scam, can you join? You don't have to talk, but you can be here on the screen. Oh, okay. There's no point in arguing. They're cowards who don't admit when they're wrong. Lol, 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 lol. Okay. So tell me something that I was wrong or Scam Chan was wrong. Who is the coward who's living without answering? Oops. Okay. I want to repeat one more time that defining something doesn't prove that it exists. If that was a rule, then everything that we define must be something real. But we know that that's not the case. So that's why we have the Superman example. Just because you can define a Superman, that doesn't mean Superman is real. The same goes for the God also. Just because you have a definition of a God, that doesn't mean there is a God. Or that doesn't mean there's something like that, the way that you define it. So If I ask who created your God, when you say, oh no, you cannot ask the question because this is how I define my God, that doesn't mean there is such a thing. That's the whole point here. Sorry for repeating that much. Mhm. Yeah, any book can be false. That's true. Even book we accept as right could be false, but it is not the same as a statement. It's a different word that I don't know. Phrase. When we say, for example, that Newton law are false, we say that as in as faulty description of reality, not in the sense they're not true. Okay. Anyway, guys. If you want to continue, I can provide you a link where you can continue. So, which will be the platform that I'm using. But I'm leaving. And before I leave, I need to thank wait a second. I cannot see. That's weird. Yeah, thanks for joining, Girl. Crisp, Scam, American Hero. Who else? VibeCon, we cannot do it without you. Paul, thanks for being here also. Crisp Anarchist, Phantom Molly. Who else? Who else? Who else? Goku. Joshua Davidson. Anarchist again. Thanks all. I don't know. Oh, you wanted to join the link? Oh, don't worry, man. Like, I'm just leaving. So maybe next time. Okay. But thanks again for being here. Take care. See you maybe tomorrow.